Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, and it's a privilege to follow the honourable member opposite, and I welcome many of her comments about mental health. I'd like to congratulate all my fellow colleagues who have made their maiden speech over the last few days, and there have been many really awe-inspiring and somewhat intimidating speeches to have to follow. I am honoured that the people of Telford have sent me here to speak for them. I've been touched by their warmth and kindness that they've shown me over the last few years as I've got to know Telford and Telford has got to know me. And Telford has welcomed me as it has welcomed so many newcomers over recent years. And I look forward to repaying that trust by representing Telford to the very best of my ability. I would like to pay tribute to my predecessor, David Wright. He was well respected and well liked, and I know he was proud to serve Telford. He served with dedication and diligence for 14 years, and I wish him well for the future. Telford is an extraordinary, vibrant new town. It's a town which has grown up and continues to grow up in the heart of Shropshire. As the first Conservative MP for Telford, I now join 4 other Shropshire Conservative members of this House, and now Shropshire becomes a wholly Conservative county. There were fears during the election campaign about the SNP, the Shropshire Conservative Party. I can assure the House that fear is entirely misplaced, because Telford most definitely has an independent spirit and an identity which is unique and all of its own. Originally, it was made up of the traditional industrial settlements of the East Shropshire coalfield, of Maiden, Ketley, Oakengates and of course Dawley. In the 60s and 70s, it was joined by new town areas such as Sutton Hill, Mallinsley, Brookside and Woodside, and today growth continues apace. And by 2025, it's expected that its population will have increased by a further 23%. Telford has a proven ability to innovate, evolve and adapt to change. And whether it's the revolutionary ironmasters such as Abraham Darby, who made Telford famous as the birthplace of British industry, or Thomas Telford, a civil engineer and architect of local canals, railways, bridges and churches, or whether it's the new economy, the high-tech revolution and the new business startups that we see today, all around us is innovation and change. 140 years ago, in August 1875, a Dawley man, Captain Matthew Webb, became the first man to swim the British Channel. He achieved what everybody thought was the impossible. And his first attempt did indeed fail. And when he tried again, the jellyfish, the cold, the currents and the tides simply could not defeat him. He finally overcame the odds and he made it. And his amazing story has been told in a new film called The Greatest Englishman. And the premiere is to be held in Telford later this year. And at the bottom of Dawley High Street is a monument to Captain Webb, and on it are the words, "Nothing great is easy." And when we on this side talk about aspiration, it's the spirit captured by the story of Captain Webb that we talk about. That Telford spirit of thinking big, overcoming obstacles, never giving up, and the struggle to achieve the best that we can, whatever the odds. And Telford's never had it easy. In the 60s, the blast furnaces were blown out. In the 70s, the last collieries closed. It was hit by the recessions of the 80s and 90s, with record unemployment, and again by the Great Recession of 2008-09. And the solution has always been to think big, work hard, and keep going. And whilst members on the other side of this House may weary of the phrase, "the long-term economic plan is working," the truth is, and the facts are, it is. And anyone who wants evidence need look no further than Telford. People come to Telford to seek a better life, but realising that dream has never been easy. There was the battle to get a link road connecting the M6 to Telford, and that took from when the Minister of Planning told this House that it would be started in 1972, it took a further 15 years to complete, and getting Telford connected remains a major priority for its success. Virgin Trains set up a direct train service to London last year, which is welcome, but more frequent services to Birmingham are required, and internet connectivity remains a huge issue for our constituency. Now, while honourable members will talk with enthusiasm about building new homes in Telford, we see first-hand the practical difficulties which come with rapid rate of growth, which should not be ignored. School places, parking, access to GPs, better communications, and the desire to protect Telford's green spaces. For our young people to take full advantage of all that Telford has to offer, they need skills and training, and fantastic work has been done by many organisations to ensure that that happens. But to truly thrive, young people must, like my honourable friend for New Hampshire mentioned, have strong and supportive families. And for that reason, I welcome the expansion of the Troubled Families Initiative announced in the gracious speech. And it has been so successful in supporting families with the most complex needs. And I particularly welcome this new family-centric approach. Nationally, we have seen since 2008 a rapid increase in the numbers of children entering the care system, and that is something I want to see decrease, because that is no solution for children, and it is no way to spend your childhood. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I want to say that this gracious speech has been about helping working people get on, supporting aspiration and giving opportunities to the most disadvantaged. The gracious speech is, Mr. Speaker, truly a speech designed for Telford. Thank you. Yeah.